your last and because as you might be knowing that only 5 sessions have been there to discuss with you the content and the important conceptual things with you regarding the subject. So that was the forms of business organization, and this unit number 3, which we have some of the things that I'll be discussing with you. Unit number 3 and unit number 4 I'll be discussing, and in unit number 3 we'll be having the criteria for the choice of the organization. So in the previous sessions we had discussed about different types or forms of organizations, like we have sole proprietorship, we have partnership, we have joint stock company, we have Hindu undivided family, cooperative societies. So these organizations, we at least know what is the criteria for choice of the organization. Then we'll be discussing about the choice of the forms of organization. Then in unit number 4, we'll be having the business promotion. So this is also going to be very important in your conceptual building of this subject, not only the subject but in your future career also. So while you are promoting your business, so what are the ingredients that you need to know in the business promotion? So we'll be having the introduction of the business promotion, then entrepreneur, and what are the functions of entrepreneur. Then promotion. Under promotion, we'll be discussing about the entrepreneur versus promoters. So who are the promoters? Who are the entrepreneurs? That you need to know. Then promotion of different types of organizations, and how means the type, again the same forms of organizations are there. Then the useful books for your further reference. So although the content which is provided to you, it is sufficient, but it cannot be said that it is more than sufficient. So why it is so? Because uh, in study, sky is the limit. It is just for your reference. The course content is there in eGyan course, or the LMS is there, uh, as sir has just informed you. But still, there are, you cannot neglect the books. If it is available, you can study these books also, just for concept building and just to elaborate your knowledge. So guys, let us start with this criteria for the choice of the organization. I suppose that the content is visible to you, and I am perfectly audible. I'm just making it sure. Hmm. So, guys, overall 4 forms of organizations we had discussed. By comparing the 4 forms, we realized that none of them is ideal in all aspect. So, for some, sole proprietorship is better. For another group of person, they find that cooperative society is better. So, there are n number of reasons why they select different type of organizations. So, each form of organization is good in some respect and not good for other respect. So guys, it means that looking for one best form of organization will be like looking for a shirt that fits everybody. So you know very well that a piece of shirt cannot be fit to everyone, so in the family. That's a particular form of organization which is suitable in one situation may not be suitable for another situation. So, the best form of organization is one which fulfills the requirements of a particular business in a satisfactory manner. The basic consideration governing the selection is attainment of the objective decided upon by the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means the businessman. Since these objectives also vary, From one business to another, no single form of organization can be considered as best suited for all kind of business. So, guys, as it is just declared by Sir, the regional director, so because that would be your last session. So, if need arises or it is with the special request, so the session can be extended, but that would be your last session. So I am just concluding the things that you must know. uh, the decision regarding choice of organization assumes importance at the two stages of business. So the first one is at the time of starting the business and at the time of expansion. So there are two different kind of situation where you can decide upon, so whether you want to keep what kind of organization or type of organization. So if you are deciding upon at the time of starting a business, you again consider what kind of nature of your business, then volume of business. Volume means what number of transactions or what kind of sales you are getting, or from where you are getting sales, then area of operation, then desire of control, then capital requirement, extent of risk and liability, then government regulation. And guys, if we talk about the criteria at the time of expansion, means you have your existing business and you are deciding upon at the time of expansion means your business is small now. You are realizing or you are feeling that your business should be expanded, whether in terms of branches or just existing location, you want to increase the area. So growth is normal phenomenon in business. When your business is successful, naturally you may plan to expand it. The expansion programs may have the following implication: need for larger financial resources, need for internal reorganization and control, need for specialized services like communication, accounting, marketing. So, increase in governmental control again, because as you go further and you expand, so there are more governmental control is there and regulation that you need to follow. Increase in tax liability also, an increase in the problem of control and coordination. So I am just giving you the glimpse of this choice of form of organization. Now, guys, on the basis of the above discussion, we can conclude that the small businesses like grocery store, hairdressers, small restaurants and hotels, small auto workshops, stationery shops, confectionaries, bakeries, dry cleaners, all these are small type of shops. Shoe manufacturer and suppliers, the small electric and electronics repair shop, barbers, tailors, etc., are predominantly sole trader organization. So it is assumed that if such kind of business is there or you want to run, so you need to run in sole proprietorship, or you, because there is a little business, small business is there, and there is only single person who can control all this. The reasons for preferring sole proprietorship form of organization for these types of businesses are abundantly clear. They function on small scale, cater to the needs of a limited market or deal with a restricted number of customers or dealers. So that's it. I just want to discuss with you. Then, uh, now you start your business relatively large scale is generally organized as partnership firm. Service enterprises like auto workshop, larger restaurants and hotels, large scale retail houses, medium scale industrial organization generally organized under partnership form, means there is more than one person which is needed over there to control. And guys, in those enterprises where risk involved is quite significant and scale of operation is medium, the likely choice will be the private company, transport undertakings, hire purchase units, finance and leasing companies. Medium scale manufacturing companies are generally organized as private limited companies. In these undertakings, the requirements of capital are larger as compared to those of a partnership firm. For large scale business operations, the most suitable form of business organization is public limited company. So different choice, different criteria, different requirement, different form of organization. So that you need to know means for as they have given the example one shirt cannot fit to all the family members. So here you are given the sum up things. Okay, just to make you awaken or whether you are listening to me carefully or not, I'm just asking you one question. If the risk element is very high, suitable form of organization is partnership firm or private limited company. So which one is good? Anyone?
Sir, I think it must be partnership because the risk is divided in 2%. I think
Anyone
so.
else? Hmm. No one is listening to me. Should I assume that no one is listening to me? So what is the answer? Hmm. The answer is not correct. If the risk element is very high, so guys, to control your risk, you need to form a private limited partnership, private limited company, not the partnership. Because in partnership, there is high risk and how you are going to reduce it. So just to reduce the risk, you need to have private limited company, not partnership. Got it? Because in partnership, there is risk involved. So guys, these are the books that you can go through, and even because these study material, I think this material is available to you as well, uh, which I am referring here. The useful books are Bhushan YK Bhushan 87, Fundamentals of Business Organization Management, Sultan Chand Publication, Ramesh. So these are the books that you can refer. Even you are given the answers also in the end, answer to check your progress. So I read for your the last question: public limited company, private limited company. So this was the answer. Then some of the questions for practice you are given. So guys, that was in your unit number 3. Now we can start because at least we should complete the block 1, which is very much important for your concept building and for your future. Uh, that is business promotion, unit number 4. So, guys, here we will be discussing about the objectives, then introduction and entrepreneurship, characteristics of an entrepreneur, functions of an entrepreneur. Then under promotion, you will be knowing and coming to know about the distinction between entrepreneur and promoter, then types of promoters, promotion of different types of organizations, proprietary, concern, partnership firm, joint stock company, cooperative society. So different type of business organization, how you are going to promote them. Promotion means you are going to start it and you want to expand your business, so this is called promotion. Entrepreneurship means if you are an entrepreneur means you dare to take risk of starting a business or you are doing the business. So guys, there is very thin line difference between this entrepreneur and the promoter, so that we will be discussing about, because here it seems that both of them are same person, but still there is difference, so that we will be discussing under unit number 4. So here you are given the objectives of this unit. After studying this unit you will be able to explain who is an entrepreneur and what is his characteristics are. Describe the functions of an entrepreneur. Distinguish between an entrepreneur and a promoter. Explain the procedure for promoting sole proprietorship, partnership, joint stock company, and cooperative society. Then, introduction part. Under introduction, you are given just to link the previous unit with the current one. This introduction part is important to know. So, guys, in the previous unit, we have learned about the nature of business activities, the types of business in which individuals and groups of individuals may be engaged, and the different forms in which business activities may be organized. In business field, a variety of goods and services are dealt with in small shops, large stores, small workshops, and large factories. Have you ever inquired how these business activities were started? Who started them? And what kind of ideas they had while taking their decision to set up a business? Certainly, some individuals or groups of individuals must have thought of those businesses to start with. If your family is running a business, it is possible that your father or grandfather thought about it and then took steps to set it up. If it is a manufacturing business, a factory building must have been constructed. Machinery, supply of raw materials must have been arranged. Workers recruited and availability of power, water, etc. also assured. Guys, for all these purposes, those who started the business must have arranged capital to meet the necessary expenditure. In other words, every business is the brain child of someone. That someone is called entrepreneur. So here you can find the meaning of entrepreneur. So guys, in this unit, you will learn then who an entrepreneur is, what are the characteristics and functions of an entrepreneur, The role of an entrepreneur in business promotion, difference between entrepreneur and promoter, and various types of promoter. Guys, you will also learn how various form of organizations are promoted and what steps are taken by promoters to set up the business. So again, you can connect the various forms of organizations that in initially stage we had learned about the different forms of organization. So promotion of different forms of organization is done differently. So this is all about in unit number 4 that we will be discussing. So let us share the content of unit number 4. So it is just the repetition of the content of the unit number 4, objectives and introduction. It was there also in the end of unit number 3. Now just go through this part, then we will discuss about, because I just want your view also regarding this entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. So guys, just have a look, then we'll discuss. So anyone who can speak about the entrepreneur, who is an entrepreneur? So what anyone from your side, just to lit the topic?
May I, sir?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Uh, okay, so I think entrepreneur is someone or individual who starts a new business or have a new idea about creating or owns a business, or an individual who take financial risk for getting a profit.
Hmm. Correct. Because here again, I just because here in the same unit we are having the idea of the promoter also. So you will find that the promoter is the person who starts the business. So there is very thin line between both of the two. So let us discuss with the content. An entrepreneur is one in whose mind the idea of doing business of a particular type first takes place. So over the night you are while you are sleeping, and you in your dream you there is a kind of shock or a idea strikes in your mind that in the morning you discussed with your friend, or then you start doing your business, working on the business. You have not yet started the business, but you are just trying to develop the idea. So particular type first takes shape. He is on the look out for business opportunities and is a good judge of which products will sell. He is imaginative and is guided by a strong sense of achievement. He is not afraid of future uncertainties. He is prepared to take risks and face challenges. Above all, an entrepreneur is one who creates some new, something different. He innovates and combines resources in the form of man, material, money. So these are the sources to bring in your business, to run in your business: man, material, and money, and brings them together to make the business venture profitable. So, as a noun, this is called entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means the person who takes the idea, who gets the idea and work on it and brings them together: man, material, and money. Now, guys, what is an entrepreneurship? So, what the entrepreneurs do may be regarded as entrepreneurship. Means entrepreneur is the person who acts as an entrepreneur. This is the person, and what does he do? This is entrepreneurship. So, what the entrepreneurs do may be regarded as entrepreneurship. In other words, we can say that entrepreneurship is the act of being an entrepreneur. The word entrepreneurship is actually derived from the French term entrepreneur, which means to undertake, to pursue, opportunities to fulfill, needs and wants people through innovation, and starting business. Guys, the entrepreneur is the person who does all this. He undertakes a venture, organizes it, raises capital to finance it, and assumes the whole or major part of the risk of the business. So it is also equally important that he is going to bear all the risk of the business. Thus, entrepreneurship is the process of giving birth to a new business. Innovation and risk bearing are the two basic elements of entrepreneurship. Means entrepreneur and entrepreneurship. So, if you are talking about the entrepreneur and entrepreneurship, so these are the two main ingredients that one should have, that is innovation, new idea of doing business, and risk bearing means if there is loss, he is going to bear all the losses. So, if he is the bearer of the losses, so definitely if there is profit, so he'll enjoy the profit. Hence, you must know the exact connotation of these terms. Connotation means definition. Uh, the first one is innovation. So, guys, if a business activity does not require anything special to be done, it is not entrepreneurship. In fact, a person cannot called an entrepreneur unless he introduces something new, something different in his venture. So this is known as innovation, that is doing something different from others. The entrepreneurs are constantly on the lookout for something unique to fulfill the needs or want of people. So guys, before this you might be having the idea that entrepreneur is a simple businessman. Suppose as other barbers shops are there and there is one more shop you have taken on rental basis and you start doing your business. So this is not an entrepreneur. Means he should have the new idea, innovative idea. So they may or may not be inventors of new products or new methods of production, but they are able to foresee the possibilities of making use of the invention for business. Guys, others who come to know about the same invention are not capable of thinking about its practical usefulness in the business, or they may not have the ambition or self confidence to take advantage of it. So, guys, in a competitive market, an entrepreneur can succeed in this business, in his business, only through innovation. So, we can say that an entrepreneur is not supposed to do the stereotype work. Means if the another person is doing the same business, same way of doing the business, you are also starting. So you are not an entrepreneur. So guys, in competitive market, an entrepreneur can succeed in his business only through innovation. So innovative idea should be there. So this is the first and foremost ingredient for an entrepreneur. And innovation need not necessarily be something big or dramatic. A simple adjustment or to something old, or giving a service without extra charge while selling a product, or a colorful packaging, or selling a product in packets of different weights. And such types of steps may be profitable innovations. Of course, if similar things are done by a number of producers and sellers, an entrepreneur has to think of other types of innovations. When innovation means new idea, you should keep on applying new ideas in your business. If others are copying you, you need to again, if you really want to become an entrepreneur, you need to keep on doing the things in different manner. So this is innovation. Thus, some innovations may lead to other innovations. No wonder that imagination is something sometimes more important than knowledge for innovative thinking. Guys, an entrepreneur must have imagination and also the ability to think creatively. Take the case of fruit juice. Nowadays, nowadays, fruit juice is sold in small cartons instead of bottles. You must have seen in the market, so that you can carry it and throw away the container after drinking the juice. This is innovation. Let us take another example. You may have heard of Henry Ford, who established the Ford Motor Company in the US. He did not invent the automobile, but he applied new methods of mass production and turned out passenger cars at low cost so that they may that many people could afford it. So, guys, therefore, an entrepreneur is the person who is having the innovative idea. And the second ingredient that we are having here, that is risk bearing capacity. So, guys, if you really want to call yourself that you are an entrepreneur, you should have the risk bearing capacity. Risk bearing is another aspect of entrepreneurship that every entrepreneur has to cope with. One who is an entrepreneur must be a risk bearer, not a risk avoider. In fact, starting a new business always involves risk because money is invested for profits in future. To try anything new is also risky. A new venture may not bring the expected profit or may fail and run into losses. Guys, it may happen because of increasing competition, a change in customer preferences, shortage of raw material supply, or sudden unexpected calamities. But an entrepreneur is bold enough to assume the risks. He is prepared to take risks for the reward. Even if he fails in one venture, he persists, and this helps him to succeed. Now, guys, after these two ingredients, we can have a quick look on the characteristics of an entrepreneur. Again, means if you really want, you are attracted with the entrepreneur, so we need to understand, like independence is there. This is the first characteristic. Then hard work, then desire to achieve goals, then foresight and dynamic outlook, open mindedness, optimistic outlook, then working relationship, good organizers are entrepreneurs, innovative attitude that we have already discussed. Then, guys, after this characteristic, we have some of the functions of an entrepreneur. So, guys, having read the preceding pages of this unit, you must have started thinking about functions of an entrepreneur. Essentially, what the entrepreneur does is to recognize possibility of starting a business which may be profitable. Then he prepares a plan of action and steps to be taken to set up the business and eventually undertakes the operation of the business. Of course, depending upon the nature of business that is in view, the functions will differ. So, guys, let us see the functions of an entrepreneur who is looking for opportunities to engage in production activity. So, here we are talking about the production activity, means those persons, those not persons, those entrepreneurs who are involved in production activity. So, the first one, the first function, that is develops an idea and explores opportunity. So the idea of forming a business unit is first formed in the creative mind of an entrepreneur. On the basis of the idea, he perceives opportunities for profitable investments and explores the prospects of starting a manufacturing enterprise. Then, guys, the second point says about the product analysis and market survey. It is also done by the entrepreneur. These are the important, this is one of the important functions of an entrepreneur. He collects data on consumer preferences and needs through market research techniques and to find out the sellability of the product, proposed product. Further, he collects consumer preferences in respect of design, color, size, and shape. In addition, the entrepreneur gathers the total demand and the degree of competition for the proposed product. Then, guys, this third function of an entrepreneur decides from form of organization. So it is also the function of entrepreneur. So he decides the form of business ownership, that is whether it should be a sole proprietorship, a partnership firm, a company, or a cooperative society. Then decides location. He decides the location of the factory at a suitable place, taking into account the available facility of transport, power supply, fuel, water, labor supply raw materials. So the raw material are also needed in production. Nearness of the market. So all these things, and then fifth point says about collects necessary capital. Six says about the places order of for machinery, recruitment of labor, designs internal organization structure, fulfills formalities and launches enterprise. So, guys, thus the role of an entrepreneur is that of an initiator and promoter. In a sense, the role of an entrepreneur is also that of an expert having knowledge of product, market conditions, and of the practical aspects of running a business. He should not be simply an imaginative thinker, but also have the ability to judge what kind of business will click. Guys, his role is indeed crucial for the eventual success of a business. When an enterprise has been launched and it turns out to be profitable, the entrepreneur may decide to leave it, give up his ownership rights, and hand it over to others to run it. Guys, many entrepreneurs in the past have done so. They have been attracted by new opportunity and more profitable lines of business. But many entrepreneurs have continued to run the business they started, taking every opportunity of expanding the original venture. Adding new activities, making current operations more efficient, and deriving satisfaction from their achievements. But, guys, you will agree that it is the initial phase which is most important for the success of a venture. So, therefore, the entrepreneurial role is going to be very important. So, it is at this stage that the future of a business is decided. The basic responsibilities of an entrepreneur include the ability to seize an opportunity, to innovate, explore the prospects of profitable business, and then to complete legal formalities, raise funds, and finally manage the business are the basic responsibilities of the entrepreneur. He has to face many obstacles, the problems, you can say, the hurdles, you can say, many problems and difficulties in the course of promoting business. He has to take decisions which may have long run implications. An entrepreneur has thus to undertake many things, but the most important of these are innovation and risk bearing. So here you are given some of the questions. So just to awake you, whether you are listening to me carefully or not, I am asking some of the questions. Like an entrepreneur is an imaginative thinker and an innovator. So guys, is it true or false?
True.
True.
Hmm, good. Very quick response you have given. Now, guys, after this entrepreneur, this promotion and promoter role is over there. So, again, a business enterprise does not come into existence on its own. It is the result of the efforts of an entrepreneur who conceives the idea based on his knowledge of business opportunities and takes necessary steps to launch the business venture. He is also known as promoter. As a promoter, he assembles the required funds and people and serves both as a mother and midwife to the enterprise. So, guys, thus the promoter is the kingpin of business as he or she undertakes the risk and gives a concrete shape to business promoter promotions, or you can say the propositions. Promotion may be undertaken for the purpose of setting up a new business, for the expansion of an existing business, or for combining two or more business firms. So, guys, this is the role of the promoter. Now, it is high time to distinguish between the two, that is the promoter and the entrepreneur. So, guys, have a look on it, then we'll discuss. So anyone who can speak about the distinction between the two?
So I think the ones who are risk barriers or who take risks to create a new business, they are entrepreneurs, and the one
Hmm.
who take steps to create the business or firm the business, they are promoters.
Anyone else who can speak about? Because here is there is very thin line between the two. Anyone? Okay. Just I'm just going through the test, and you will definitely understand about this. Uh, Sometimes distinction is made between entrepreneurs and promoters of a business. Those who are innovators and risk bearers are strictly known as entrepreneurs, while those who take steps to set up a business and make it operational are known as promoters. So, guys, in actual practice, however, this distinction does not hold good. Entrepreneurship, that is, act of entrepreneurs, does not remain confined only to recognition of business opportunities and preparedness to do something new. It does not end with the entrepreneur undertaking to bear the risk of the business. It includes planning for the business and taking necessary steps to put into operation. After all, a business becomes a business only when it gets going. Thus, in a wider sense, we cannot make a difference between the role of an entrepreneur and the real role of promoter. So, means again, there is a difference, but still you cannot confine the entrepreneur role. Promoter, definitely he helps to start a business, promoting a business, but entrepreneur role is not just to be confined with the risk bearing and innovative idea giving. So he is helping in running the business as well. Now, after this, you can study about the types of promoters. Like we have the professional promoters. So these are specialists in forming new business enterprises. After promoting an enterprise, they eventually hand over the control and management to the shareholders of the company. So their role is very limited. So guys, you can also very well understand about regarding the company promoters. Their role is just to promote the company, to start the company. Then guys, we have financial promoters. These promoters float new enterprises during favorable conditions in securities market. They are people who have financial stability and are looking forward to new opportunities for investment. Then guys, we have entrepreneurial promoters. These promoters conceive the idea of a new business unit, do the necessary, primarily preliminary means basic, necessary preliminary work in setting up the business unit and ultimately control and manage the same. Guys, in India, most promoters belong to this category. Fourth one is institutional promoters. There are some specialized institutions like Industrial Development Bank of India, National Industrial Development Corporation, etc., which are providing technical, managerial, and financial assistance for the promotion of new enterprises. These institutions collaborate with other entrepreneurs to launch the enterprises. Then, guys, the last one, that is government. Since independence, government of India has emerged as a big promoter of enterprises. It has promoted several enterprises in different fields such as ordnance factory. Ordnance factory means where defense products are being produced. Heavy electricals like electricity generators, shipping, iron and steel, fertilizers and pesticides, oil and natural gas. Now, this is also to be understood like promotion of different types of organizations. So, different types of organizations are promoted differently. You have already studied the role of an entrepreneur in setting up a business. The promoter decides the product or service which has the market and then takes necessary steps for launching a business venture. Before launching the business enterprise, the promoter takes decision about the form of business ownership. Will it be under single ownership or joint ownership? If it has to be under joint ownership, will it be a partnership organization or a joint stock company? The steps that he has to take in launching the business will naturally depend upon the form of organization. Guys, the formalities, particularly the legal formalities necessary to start the business, will be different in each case. Let us first see what is required to be done to promote a business venture under single proprietorship and partnership form. So, first of all, this proprietorship concern. So, how you are going to promote this? When a business is decided to be set up under single ownership, there is practically no legal formality involved, of course, to run certain types of business activities. Permission has to be obtained from the government or legal authorities. For instance, to open a restaurant, the individual proprietor has to get the permission from the health department of the municipal corporation. To start a workshop or factory, the proprietor must get the permission of the director of industries through the district industries center. A business may also be owned by a joint Hindu family. In such a business, the head of the family, known as Karta, that we have already studied about, has full control over the income and expenditure of the business and controls the business activities just like an individual proprietor. In fact, Hindu and family business generally comes into existence when the head of the family dies and the member of his family decide to continue the family business through the senior most member of the family. Guys, this form of organization of business also does not require any legal formality. Now, guys, if we talk about the partnership firm, so how it is to be promoted, you know that partnership is the relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business. The business may be carried on by all or by any one of them acting for all. Collectively, those persons are known as a firm and individually they are known as partners. The agreement between the partners may be oral or in writing. A partnership business comes into existence as a result of an agreement between two or more partners. You can say persons because this is persons. D, it is not D, it is O, persons. Hence, a partnership firm has no separate existence in the eyes of the law. It has no independent legal existence. No legal formalities is thus required to launch a partnership firm and to run it. However, if the partner desires, a partnership firm can be registered with the registrar of the firms by filling up a form of application. So a fee of rupees 3. So it is an older version. So means you can write down the certain amount of fees is required to pay. So this is the promotion of partnership firm. So that's it. I think it's enough for today. And you will definitely, then we have joint stock company, how to promote the joint stock company, then registration of companies there. We have so much content, but at least we have covered block one so that we can have the idea of this. So the required task that we have completed. So guys, if you are having any question regarding this, should we close it?
Sir, I think this was our last session.
Yes, this is your last session, guys, and I wish you all the best
Okay, sir,
for
I
your
have a
exam.
question.
Hmm.
I have a question about the exam. Our book is too big, sir. All do all the chapters include in the exam?
Hmm. Because as you might be knowing that only 5 sessions cannot complete your whole syllabus, so you need to go through all your blocks. Only one block has been discussed because in one block, first block number one, you had 4 different units. So at least 4 units we have completed. Then other blocks are having different other things as well, so that you need to go through. You do not assume that only this is going to come in your exam. You have other blocks also that you have to
Okay,
go
sir,
through.
thank you.
Mm. Okay, then bye bye, all the best. I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.